So today I'm going to be going over how much money I made in the month of July. Well, it's not officially part of the month of July, but I got the payout in July and I'm just going to be requesting it on Monday. So we're going to count it as a payout for July. And then we're going to be going over how much I spent in order to make that amount of money and what firms I used and how exactly I did it. So let's get into it. Let's get into the video, boys. Come on. So first off, we're going to start off with Tradeify. Tradeify, okay, well, let me show this first. Tradeify, this is the accounts I got the payouts on. As you can see, this one's already ready. The copy trader didn't work for one of the days. So as you can see, I need to do one more winning day of 150. But I built a $6,000, $6,600, $6,900, basically $3,000 per account is going to be paid out. It's $15,000 in payouts from Tradeify. And these are the only accounts I've been able to get a payout on this month. A little bit of backstory. At the start of the month, I had an Alpha Futures account. Alpha Futures rug pulled where they pretty much closed out the premium accounts because they were too favorable for the traders. I was someone who traded on those accounts. I had 3 accounts with pretty high buffers. I did end up blowing 2 of them, but I would have still had one that was well past the buffer to take another payout, and it got smoked. So through the month of July, I was struggling to pass 5 accounts. I was a little bit in my head. And then towards the end of July, I ended up passing these accounts after 2 weeks of trading the evals. Not because I didn't want to risk heavy, it's because the price action was kind of mid in my opinion. Like the middle of July, start of July wasn't that good. So yeah, so whenever we ended up taking the monthly fair value gap, I trade like kind of sort of ICT concepts, don't shoot me. I ended up being able to risk a little bit heavier and then pass the funded accounts to end up getting the payout within the last week. So that is the backstory. I got screwed over by Alpha Futures, which I traded last month, the month before. Yeah, I guess you could say last month. I traded in June. I got like $20-something thousand in payouts for them. Then they ended up closing the accounts, and now I'm on Tradeify. So yes, I use Tradeify select funded accounts. I do like the consistency rule. I think the consistency rule, I do like not having a consistency rule because of the fact that it allows me to take bigger winning trades and then when they present itself. And it also allows me to have bigger winning days. I take multiple trades a day sometimes in order to build a buffer on the accounts because I'm like, fuck it, let me just, I already made 500. Let me turn that 500 into 1,500 without even risking any of the drawdown. So we're going to go on to the billing. So that's $15,000 across 5 accounts. Let's go on to the billing. So the 7th, as you can see here, the 7th is the month of June. And as you can see here, I bought 2 5-packs because they give you 5% off. So I blew one 5-pack and then I used another 5-pack. So let's put that into calculator. We'll say 470 plus 470, and I paid that with crypto. So yeah, so $940 from Tradeify. And then I also tried scaling up with Lucid, and I cannot scale up with Lucid. I don't know what it is. I've never gotten a payout with Lucid, but I've passed like 10 evals and 15 evals. I've gotten past the buffer and I just bull the accounts. I don't know, it's wrong. Something's wrong with me. But as you can see, there's a lot of Lucid accounts that ended up getting bought here in July, and that's where a lot of the money being spent comes from. So this $56 account is a 50% off sale that I ended up taking advantage of. So 56 plus 98 plus 98 plus 95. Okay, so we're just going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We'll do 98 times 13 plus 54. That's 1,328 plus 940 from Tradeify. So it costed me $2,268 in order to get a $15,000 payout on Tradeify. Now, after profit split, that $15,000 payout is going to be $13,500, I'm pretty sure, because 10% goes away, 1,500, 500. Yeah, I think it's 1,000. So we can do 2,268. We can just do this. 13,500 minus the answer equals $11,232 of profit. And so that basically means that I spent 2,000, I'll just say round it up to 2,500. After the profit split, it's 13,500. I made $11,232 in the month of July trading prop firms. Now, it wasn't the best month for me. In fact, I don't even think I really deserved to get a max payout. I just was risking really heavy. And I mean, that's the way I trade anyways. So yeah, I think I can end up scaling for next month. I'll try again to scale in August. I tried in July, got smoked on Lucid. Then I ended up sucking it up and doing it on Tradeify. But yeah, we're going to try to get Lucid and Tradeify barbell to be trading with. But yeah, 11,232, which is not as good as the month of June. But it doesn't matter because that's over $10,000 this month. So as you can see, I'm going to show you guys how I ended up getting the payout. I mean, I didn't get the payout yet for these 4 accounts, but assuming I get the $150 winning day, which is not hard, I'm going to do it. I'm confident. I'm not celebrating too early. I'm going to do it. And I'll be able to take the payout here as seen. So how was I able to do it, and how you can do it too? This is the month of August, month of July. The last year, as you can see, 5 winning days in a row. And I take a lot of trades, 37 trades here. Okay, that's okay. That's just because I add into trades and whatever. Okay, don't worry about 37 trades. It's more like 4 trades a day, 3 of them being break even, or 2 of them being break even, 1 of them being a loss, 1 of them being a win. That's what kind of is in my opinion. As you can see, I risk very heavy. $3,000 on this day and $3,200 on Friday. Those are $15,000 days, meaning I only had 2 $15,000 days in order to get a $15,000 payout. And the reason I think this is the best way to go about it is because once you get past that trailing drawdown, your buffer starts to get bigger. That trailing drawdown trails you at the end of every single day, meaning if you start the day with a fresh funded account, you make 500, and then you lose 500 the next day, you have 1,500 left to draw down, even though you didn't really lose anything. You just lost whatever you made the day prior. I like to get past that buffer. So the fact that the truth is, if I get to $3,000 here on this day, I now have $3,000 worth of drawdown to work with in order to get another $3,000, which is a lot easier than having that shit trail you the whole time in order to make like a $1,000 payout. That's my opinion. I don't know what your opinion is. I don't know how good you are at trading, but that's just the way I do it. I'm a full boarder, if that makes sense. Yeah, I like to just build off my profits and trade these funded accounts like they are funded accounts, not like they're live accounts. Live accounts, it would be a little bit different. Live account, you wouldn't see 10 trades. You wouldn't see 37 trades. You wouldn't see 8 trades. You would see probably like 2 trades. You'd probably see maybe even 1 trade, maybe not even a trade a day. But because they're funded accounts, I take them a little bit more aggressively, and I like to size up, of course. That's just how the nature of it is. I think you guys can definitely get a payout if you do end up risking heavy, and obviously if you have a decent enough strategy. It's not really, honestly, it's not really about the strategy. It's about how often you are taking heavy sized wins. You take 2 heavy wins, you will be able to set yourself up for a payout, because the $150 winning days are pretty easy to get. You just make $150. You know, you trade negative risk to reward ratio. Let's say you risk 1,000 to make 150. As long as you're fucking not shit at trading, you should be able to do it. And yeah. So making $11,000 on the month is very, very good for me. Let's see how much that is in Canadian dollars, because I'm Canadian. So USD to CAD. So $15,000 Canadian payout for the month, or pretty much 16,000. That's good for me. I'm pretty happy with that, and I'm gonna be continue trading. I'm gonna try to scale up on Lucid, and I'm gonna try to scale up on other firms. But I'm gonna go Tradify, Lucid. Then I'm gonna try maybe Apex. I don't really know. I think I might just go Top Step instead of Apex. And then I'll try to get to 15, 20 accounts, but that's going to take months. And the way I'm doing it is every time I take a payout, I'm going to end up scaling an account. So if this guide, it's not a guide, it's kind of just explaining how much I made in the month. Kind of a flex, low-key. How much I made in the month versus how much I spent. This is the truth about how prop firms work. I saw a lot of people, you know, they risk $5,000 of prop firm fees to make $10,000. To make $10,000, in my opinion, I don't think that's worth it. I think you should be able to return 5x your investment. And if you're not able to return 5x, try to get to 3x. But if you're risking 5,000 to make 10,000, it's not really that good. You should probably hone in on your strategy a little bit more. Yeah. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys did like this type of video, I'll be making another one next month if I do get payouts. If I don't get payouts, obviously I can't make it because then I'm negative. Oh, maybe it's a good video idea. Maybe, you know, getting negative in payouts is a good idea in order to show the truth about trading. But if you guys did enjoy this, I made a Tradify guide that you guys can go watch if you guys do want to understand how Tradify accounts work. And then also, I don't have any prop firm affiliate codes to show you, but if you can comment down below begging the fucking owners to give me a prop firm account because I helped you in this video, that'd be nice. Honestly, I don't even care. Just make sure you guys are using someone's prop firm affiliate code, whether it's the preset one to get the discount or it's someone, some influencer you know, just so you can end up saving money on these prop firm accounts. So with that being said, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next trading video.